Hello everyone, we're here today. Here with more Sherlock. I don't know how many we're gonna be able to do today. Oh, Jesus. God, that's loud. Also, hello Nevia if you're in here. Okay, Brave Toby.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
He's quite large. I wouldn't expect him to sit on him. Wow, she's still there. I don't remember what the case was.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
I feel like it's probably one of those, what is it? Oh yeah, someone was killed in the Greek bathhouse. Anyway. Why is it always my neck? My neck always hurts me. So where's the dead guy?
What a beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
I bet you it is the, either the manager or the archaeologist.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
You think he overheated?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Oh my god, we just got here.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Fatitious? What does that mean?
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Yeah, he definitely overheated.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
We're gonna play with those doors. Why do I feel like we're going to have to test the loudness of those doors?
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
I literally just got here, sir.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
What was the button to... Not that one. Can't remember what button it was to... Oh, there it is. F.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Oh my god, just...
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Oh my god. That's a very vague way of saying it's a... What? Other side of what? The fountain? God.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Oh my god, are they still in there? That'd be awkward. Rotate.
Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
What am I looking for? It's not been opened. Oh,
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
there we go.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Oh. Right in the eye. God.
Lord Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Well, I
The
didn't know
one
for
you
heat.
almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This
I was
pool
about to
is rather
say.
large.
It's all like I was about to say, your eyeball doesn't bleed that much.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous, do you know that? I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Alright.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
What is this rock?
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
I saw that shiny rock. Glasses. Hello?
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Short-sighted. Is that the one where you can only see up close? Or is that the one where you can only see far away? Hold on. I always get the two mixed up. Short-sighted. Unable to see things unless they are relatively close to you. It's called nearsighted. You often get this by the age of 10. Wow! Yeah, that's about when I got mine. Short-sighted, can't see long. Hello, Pro. Steam switch. Hello?
G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Washington.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
What am I looking for? So he clearly did it while the steam was on, and he couldn't even see in front of him. Alright, let me see if I can find something to pick that up with. Is there a stick? Where's the stick? There should be a stick somewhere. Where did we hide the stick? Alright, let's talk to these.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
Okay.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
Why are you covered in blood?
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Why are you covered in
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Mr. Garrow, why are you covered in blood?
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Oh!
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
I was about to say, there looks something weird. Let's see if I can find anything.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
I don't think there's anything. Okay.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes? I'm gonna talk to Mr. What's-his-name about this.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Wait a second.
Please wait. I need to do something first.
Imagine being one of the people on the crime scene and watching Holmes play with the steam, putting it on and off.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Then why is the key in here? No?
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The
Wow.
telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
Well done. He
No,
left his
I
post and
didn't.
everyone dies.
Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room.
Wait,
Do you have any idea who left it
Do
there?
you think the bottle killed
There
him?
is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
That would be hilarious. Just wow! Bottle just shoots your eye out. I've been told that it can do that. Okay, so he left.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Wait a second.
Please wait. I need to do something first.
Exits. What is this way? Oh, I can go in here now?
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Dear friends, I wish to organize a press conference. Thus artistly to shine the light on national treasures, reveal them to the public. Okay, whatever. Degree. Cool. What am I looking for? I assume it's this thing, but he's not picking it up.
A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Okay.
Archaeological findings, old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Metal plate besides this is interest appears to be a part of something larger. At the moment I am unable to determine what it might be. It's called a shield. No, it's it looks like it's one of the plates on the side of their carriages. But I don't know. What am I looking at here?
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Did I just steal that?
Archaeological findings, old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them. Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
I did. I stole the whole plate.
I will need these tongs.
I think I took everything. I found the tongs I need. Whoa, 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 whoa!
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
We don't have many leads here.
It's Watson a Karen. I feel like in some of them he is, and then in some of them he's just an idiot. Alright, let's see what this piece of metal is. Whoop! Oh god, I have to do this legit. There we go.
I should analyze this melted metal.
Are you gonna talk to me yet?
I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
No.
I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave? I don't want to stay here. Let us out, please.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Mr. Holmes?
want to go examine these, but... Okay. No. Okay. Science experiment time. Oh boy.
Selenite. White clay particles. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Yay!
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
I thought it was pipette, not pipette. I want it specifically here.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Okay.
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Wait, what?
I must take a pipette and place several drops of acid upon the samples.
Oh, this is the same stuff they used to make the shiny earrings.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
Science!
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
What should we do next, Holmes?
This is where I keep my post.
No. I want people. $18.93.
Here it is.
Something
By
about
the
mummy.
eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
The great excavation in Atos has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bencook directly. Mummy was found with enucidated? Imposed in an unusual position. His right hand was tense, as if reaching out for something or someone. The mummy was buried upright. She has been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very particular characteristics. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished, for he saw what he was not worthy." The mummy was believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, as the symbols found in the tomb are common in Mirath mystery. Okay, now what? I'm missing something at the bath somewhere. Okay.
Have you found something interesting?
Unopened. It was intended to be in...
Okay, so it is unopened, but... they won't talk to me. I'm gonna search this area one more time, and then I'll tell them it's okay to send them. Okay.
What should we do next, Holmes?
You're the wrong person. God, Watson, you should not dress like Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, I shall...
None, Lestrade.
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have left.
These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short. One lens is cracked, probably...
All right. Off to Scotland Yard. What time is it? Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I was opening the blinds.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Good day. Let's see.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Why do they have these things? Oh, nice.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Nope. Oh, he wrote in cursive. Today I almost found it. This date will go
And
down
then to
in
gently
history.
smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
Watson,
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I
I'm
learned
not
cursive.
sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
863. The right eyeball was burst with the hilt of a curved blade knife. Blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping the part of the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which, completing its trajectory, the cerebrum, causing a hemorrhage lesion. All of the injuries led directly to death of the individual. At the underlobe lobe of the right lung, there is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and silated debris that may have corresponded to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in the burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried, decomposing food product intended to accommodate the disease. Wait, did he die from inhaling silver? Wait, can you... I think he died from inhaling silver. It causes lung failure, increased heart rate, decreased artery blood oxygen failure. I only know this because I watch a guy do smelting videos. He says always wear your gas mask or whatever, your thingy. That would explain why it's in there. The piece of silver. Coin.
An old and rather dirty coin.
Did I just nick that?
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam
map?
room.
Why is it welded there?
An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
What am I not seeing?
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
Stole that too? Let's go.
A hand-drawn map. An ordinary pencil.
Oh, thank you, Captain Obvious. Dear sir, the interest that I represent requires the situation at the best to be changed for the better. At the present time, the excavation remains under your direction, and yet work has not progressed. You have failed to find anything of value. We are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. To complete it in 2 months.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
What is this?
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim.
But we'll nick the ring, but we won't nick the pen.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Oh, next time you need to guard that door a bit better. Alright, okay. Is there a dead dude down there? There is!
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says. According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs.
Oh, wow.
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age. I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Locked.
Oh, come on. I want to break into Inspector Lestrade's office. Hey, buddy.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Good day. Okay, which one of you idiots? I'll start with you.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, he's an a-hole.
I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
want to handcuff him to the table. He's a problem. He's very much a problem. Disdain. I could tell that when he came in.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Wait, why was he in
Yes.
there?
I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament. Suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. Then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Wow, that was very quick.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No. But I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
It could be. What if the murder weapon was ice? Oh my god. Probably was.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I've seen that happen in like some
Good day to you,
CSI
sir.
movies.
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, he's
my
polite,
name is
at least.
Percival Blinkhorn.
Very polite. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for here? Calluses. There we go. What do you do?
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Okay.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
What does that even mean?
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
You mean taking it for
How well
money?
were your researchers
for
progressing
his own?
before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
No.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Alright, let's talk to Mr. Garrow.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
He seems very twitchy. Is this what the drink is for? Oh, he believes he's cursed. What am I looking for? I can't read that. What am I looking for? There we go.
What is your occupation?
I am a counsellor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
This guy needs to get off the medication.
His ring. Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot, I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh.
Okay.
This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Okay, then who did?
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Okay. Let's just go through all of these. Okay. Where was he, though? Oh yeah, the hand-drawn map. Time to go on my map. You feel these games work better in 2D. 3D doesn't really add anything to them. That's true. Alright, where's the map? There it is.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
What am I'm not even sure if this is a lake. Oh god, you're gonna let me drag this all over. Blah.
Watson, pack your bag.
Holy crap.
We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
I kind of flailed that, I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy. Site closed until further notice. Forbidden. Hi, horse.
We don't have many leads here.
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
Alright, Watson, we're going in. Can't stop me now. Let's go find a cursed mummy. Let's go.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
You don't like objects twirling in 3D? I like spinning them. Technically you could use that part, but the rest could be in 2D. Technically it's just a point and click. I like point and clicks. Map.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Pelham is over. What are these? Oh god, I just stole them. Sword. Golden knife carries a curse that will spill blood of the unworthy who dare touch it. Okay. Is that everything? I hope. Watson's just flailing.
Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking. The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge.
Okay. Well, those must be the pits that he went down.
It is a statue of Minerva. Neptune, the god of the sea. It is a broken statue of a bull.
Quack. Quack.
The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Cool.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
What are we looking for? More documents to steal? You know it. Gregory is quite a nuisance at the start when I arrived. After you stepped in, he became rather helpful. Occasionally, people of his rank are not well suited for the work such a magnitude. They lack vision. In a few weeks' time, I hope to bring the good news to the baths. Smart and funny and good of laugh when he froze at Miss Dinkton's note about Artender and In the Ice. However, these theses, so-called brain of impossible duo. Yes, Hobbs ate your tuna sandwich. Hello, King. Good luck with the stream today. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Where's the grapple? Grappling hook's missing.
This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
Where's Watson? Oh boy.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here? This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
Let's go see if I can go down.
I don't need the ropes for now. Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush.
That one's empty.
I don't need the ropes for now.
Okay. Let's see if we can use that trowel. Oh, it's the baths.
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
It's covered in rocks. Stay hydrated. Okay, give me a second. Okay.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Let's go see what's at the Frigidarium.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the
Should I just be pressing all of these? Oh, is that what that's called?
a symbol.
Okay. I'm guessing it's all the ones with symbols.
A hidden sign. A hidden symbol. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Okay, these two have to line up. There. There we go.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
Not this one. This one. Where did that open? Oh, nice.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
Have you found something interesting?
Besides this pit? No, not really.
A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
A sack of crude salt. Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Lots of pictures. Or frescoes.
This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
Oh, nice. Oh, lovely.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Hey, skeleton.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Oh, hey, dead guy.
Mummified bodies. We are in some type of catacomb. The pillar collapsed a long time ago. It resembles a bull. It is very similar to the face of Mithras. This shadow seems to represent a bridge. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge. We cannot go any further. A shovel, not from the Roman era.
No, from our era.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummified bodies. We're in some type... Mummified.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Mummified.
Alright.
We cannot go any further.
Yeah. Oh boy, we're gonna make a mold. How do we get out of here? He molded it from silver, and then when he finished with the crime, he tossed it back into the fire to make it into a blob again. Fascinating.
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Okay.
I will count this piece as a starting point.
I'm confused. Oh god. I'm so confused.
I will count this piece as a starting point.
Um... No. Oh! Some of them are right now. No. No! I've got some of them now. No. Keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, I've got a bunch of them now. Okay. Okay, that's right. This one needs to go over here. Turn it that way. Yeah. Would help if I could see it this way.
It is a mold, and it
There
is
we
ready
go.
for
That took
casting.
forever.
The mold is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution.
How badly am I gonna screw this up?
Now let us see what we have here.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson.
Oh boy, another puzzle, but this one's easy. Kinda glad that these can't rotate. There we go.
Done. Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph?
What is that?
Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Ice cream and desserts are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
Ice cream in the desert? We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique. Ice cream. salt. Ice. Another archaeologist, most probably. Sir Rodney. The Pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Yes. Let's create both.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold. Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts. A block of ice. I have only to use my ice pick.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. It's empty. We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing.
Oh god, there's timing now? Let's go.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
Okay, I'm gonna let the ice go all the way down and then use the salt.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
So we're trying to reach here, right?
Ice, salt. Ice. It's empty.
I am so confused.
We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing. Ice, so before we...
Yeah.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reduced.
Okay. Did we make it?
Excellent.
Nice.
Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen. An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner.
I hate to inform you, but it would take way more than a
Done.
minute.
Now I can proceed further.
That would also probably melt the pan.
The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done. Now I can proceed further. A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have
Silver
created
has
a
a
knife
lower
with the
melting
silver
point
that
than
we
steel.
found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Okay. Yeah, soft metals have a low melting point. Dialogue. I need the twitchy guy again. But we need to go to the excavation site. Did we get to go down there yet? Why is there just a skull here? Don't know where I'm taking that, but I'm definitely taking it somewhere.
It is a broken statue of a bull.
Okay, where's... Is that her? I think that's her statue.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar.
Okay. So what, you want me to go get the shooter thingy?
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the
Oh my god.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the...
There. There we go. I made a thing.
The gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. We should use...
Okay, what else am I looking for? There it is.
The gastrop... Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets. This one is ready.
Woo, I hit it.
This one is ready.
Firing a gastrophetus requires a lot of practice.
Hush your face, Watson. Oh, come on. There we
The
go.
bridge is ready. Now I must cross it.
What? No! Good lord above. What is this? Why is it not W? People say this was a good idea. What is this? Please! Oh my god. What is this? Please.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
Well, that was more frustrating than it needed to be.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
I think that one. Yeah, that one. It's the highest. Yeah, all of these are low rank. So this is the highest rank. Let's see what happens. I hope a pipe just comes and impales me or some crap like that. Nope. Oh, am I going through the hierarchy? If I'm going through the hierarchy, then... we're gonna want that one next. Oh boy. was guessing. Let's go. That one. A shovel, a banjo, or a bug. I see the bug. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yep. I wonder where Watson is. Maybe he fell out of the world.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
Oops, wrong button. Stick, circle, or blip. Stick.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
Amazing.
Are we inside the hidden temple of
Oh my
Mythos?
God.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it? This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp.
Are we inside the hidden temple of
This
Mythos?
dude's not very smart.
Watson, I need your help.
Oh boy, we get to be Watson. I don't think it's that one. I hope I don't have to figure out how to get him out.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case. Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Okay, it's not that one. It's this one, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now how do I get out of here? Oh, it's raining again where you are? Oh no. No rain, only thunder. Well, that's even worse. Forgo anyone who's still in his way. Let's go talk to him. Who is pinging me? Jesus Christ. hold on. Okay. The only one who could probably tell me that.
Please escort this suspect for
I think I
interrogation.
clicked the wrong person.
What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
Ah, I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped... it is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
I want to see what Mr. Twitchy
Please
has to
escort
say.
this suspect for interrogation.
Hi.
Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
Wait, they think Garo killed him?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Doggos are very upset.
The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Is there anything else I can, like, conclude from this? I'm pretty sure it's the rich guy. Hold on. Okay. So, besides the fact there are a few bugs in the game, it was the silver. Oh god, not the vac. These noises. I don't know if you guys can hear the noises. Let me know if you can hear them. You shouldn't be able to, as server says he can't. I'm pretty sure. Hello, Mothrat. You can't hear anything extra. That's good. Okay. So we did find silver at the killing site. Can you, Pro, hear the vacuum? I feel like you're lying to me, but I can't tell. It should only sound like a small hum from you, because they're in the far back room. See his value from... Oh my god, you can hear it. How can you hear that? How can you hear that? Surfer never tells me he can hear things. What kind of supersonic hearing do you have? What kind of crazy headphones do you have, sir? Okay, we're gonna go with Twitchy here because he actually said that he saw the silver in the brazier. He also said, when we were talking to him that it didn't help. Or he was talking about a curse and then he said, something about it didn't help. And Sherlock said, what? And he said nothing. Kinda suspicious. Mr. Twitchy over there in his medicine. The real question is, where should we send him? Should we send him to a sanitarium or an asylum? I kind of want to absolve him because he's kind of twitchy. I'll let you guys decide. Should we put him in the sanatorium or should we put him in the asylum? Neither one of these were good during this time in age, but you know. What should we do? What should we do, Nevia? Send him to the future? Do we even have asylums? Do we have asylums nowadays, or are they just prisons? Nevia, where should we send him? Or any of you, where should we send him? We have one. Oh, they're called something else now. Okay, fine. I'm gonna send him to the sanatorium. He could be helped.
Mr. Garrow, allow me to introduce you to Dr. Watson.
Mr. Garrow, please do not be alarmed. We only wish to help you. You were under an intolerable stress, but it's over now.
What?
I can attest that your medication affected your judgment. You will not recall, but it caused you to temporarily lose control.
Did I? Are you saying I, killed Sir Rodney?
I am afraid so. For as my doctor will persist in reminding me every single day, drugs can be harmful. You developed a malevolent obsession with Sir Rodney. You believed him to be unworthy, sacrilegious.
Oh,
Do not distress yourself. Prison is clearly not a suitable environment for you.
what is my environment then?
You're suffering from an acute form of melancholia, but you can and will be cured. All you need is rest and detoxification. I will take care of every detail.
Yay! Silver coins. Nice. Oh, that's where he got the medal. It was coins. People who solve the case. Wait, they all send him to prison? Why would you do that? I don't think it really matters. But whatever. You got ice cream? What kind? Evia, you need to tell me what kind.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Oh god. Watson.
I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
This dude's just out standing in the pouring rain. What is this?
The letter is on the table.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Table. Which table? There's like 7 tables in this house.
This is where I keep my post.
Watson, specify
The
which
letter is
table.
on the table, Holmes. You should take a
Oh
look.
my god, I'm gonna flip this table. Which table? Vanilla, chocolate, and caramel. That sounds amazing. What's it say?
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter. A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
Okay, let me open it. God, let me open it.
the Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. Something quite in your line, except for releasing delay. I will see everything is kept exactly as I found it, but I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Mr. Eustace there. Okay.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always, it appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
On to the Abbey! Wait, isn't Abbey Grange a church? Or, something like that? Abbeys are churches, aren't they?
Ah, Mr. Holmes.
Oh
Dr.
my God.
Watson, here you are. I'm very
He
glad
matches
that you
the
have come.
the wall.
But perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Let's go poke it.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself.
Oh.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss.
No,
Please accept my
this
deepest
was
condolences.
I
This
suppose
was him
that it is
punching
no use
her.
my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
What am I looking for? What am I looking for here? She's been punched and hit before.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw 2 others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Your ladyship?
Doggo. Hi. Who are you?
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Okay, tell me what
As I sat by
happened.
my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
What's it say? Family business booming. Famous family burglars. Very dangerous.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article. These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it. This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
Let's find out. Rough.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this
They
ship.
were roommates.
My mistress is very tired. Can't you allow her to her room?
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Oh boy. Can I figure it out?
Let us try to open this safe.
Oh boy. Puzzle
This
game.
safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Nope. I saw that. There we go. That was easy. In terms of Miss Great's concern, there are several signs of hepatitis compensation. The last time we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin tinged of yellow. There is a particular odor in your breath in common in those suffering liver damage. And there are slow abstinence that you have discussed. Leg cramps you have described, caused by alterations in the nervous system. Turn excessive alcohol, which includes the tremors. Your liver is working very hard. There are signs of fluid in the cavity. Pain beneath your lower rib indicates a pancreas malaise. God, this guy is basically just dying.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care. It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
Alright, what we got? Shortly after arrival, remains at home. think this is all made up.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
Oh my god. What an ugly dude.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What? You can't do
So,
it,
Watson,
Dr.
what have
Watson?
you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Hello?
A fur trader's cabin. That must be the murder weapon. The head was cracked with the force of the blow. Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon. Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
What else?
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
What am I looking for here?
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me. This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen. An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
Yeah, this was faked.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. A bottle of wine is missing here. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware. The hunting scene. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
Why is the
It
bell rope?
appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Okay. was a fight. And she smacked him and he hit the thingy. Alright, let's go get Doggo. I'll be right back, Watson. I gotta go get a Doggo. I actually wasn't expecting to be able to go outside. Just to make sure I don't need to do anything before I take Toby.
Someone should take Toby for a walk.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
He's so chunky. Onwards, Toby, to destiny. Yay! I got Toby. Got Toby.
Search, Toby.
I get to play as Toby. Chunky Doggo. Thank you. Running, running, running. I'm running, running, running. My feet can only go so fast.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
I'm so small. And
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
and then over the fence. The goodest of boys.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Well, let's check what's in the well.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
Bucket.
The bucket can be easily removed.
I need a rope.
This hook might be useful. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
There we go. Wait, why did they toss it?
Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence. The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Yeah, this is them. Okay.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another day he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
Right here.
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
What else?
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship? We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
She sounds so sarcastic.
a deer hunt, a fur trader's cabin.
Did you now? Oh, well done.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed. There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear. Chateau Calon-Ségur, French wine.
Oh, there's the
Grand
other
Cru.
bottle. I doubt that. Look, let's go check that rope. Nope, I'm taking Doggo back home.
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope. The fibers from this cut appear to be different. The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Okay, what else could I have used? Knife.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
How do I do this? Do I have to ask for what's his name? How I ask for
Brave
sailors?
Toby.
What should we do next, Holmes?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
No. 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 Maybe history?
My search must be
1893. This Mary Fraser and the Harris of the Fraser family from the tin mines. Presently engaged to Sir Eustace.
Here it is. The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
I hope that's not making too much noise. You said you couldn't hear it, so that's good. Window? Wiggums! You can hear it, but no one else can.
Could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Wow, it took him 3 hours. That's really good.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
I left it right on the table for you, sir.
Oh my god.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean... And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London line ships.
The competence schedule. Give him all the money. I really will.
November the 7th.
I see.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her
see him.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay,
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
There's...
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days. This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious...
Hold on.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
I don't see Herbert on any of these lists.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Where's Herbert?
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
Okay, let's go see him.
This Crocker.
Yeah, that was a vacuum. I'm sorry.
It would
They
be
got close to
interesting
my
to
room.
meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Give me 1 second. Okay, I went and figured out what she's doing. She's apparently cleaning the rugs because no one's home except for me. And Kevin can't figure out why the floor's wet. He's standing there with one foot, like, on the rug, and he's like, ew. And then he, like, touches it again, and he's like, ew. This isn't normally wet. And then he looks up at my mom like, What? Why is this wet?
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Well, he clearly cut it.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her, from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You? And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
Why'd he tie her?
It's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening.
To fake it, yeah. They wanted to get away
Holmes,
from
what
what's his
should we do
name,
now?
and he popped in.
Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
The captain is the killer. Murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent, diplomatic man. Mystery is solved, but you decided to keep it a secret. There is no need to inform the police. What do you think? Should we inform the police, or should we send them to prison? It was an accident. To be fair, the man they killed did burn a dog to death. What you think, Nevia? What do you think? Should we absolve him or arrest him? I say absolve. There's no reason to.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear, and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Not again. Can we not? Stop it!
Please forgive
Oh,
me,
he was gonna
Captain
shoot
Crocker.
himself.
I
Okay.
wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night. Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
He isn't lawfully aligned, he's chaotic good. I mean, we figured out that he did do it. That's all that really matters. Most people pick that way. By the way, if you heard the beep, I have no idea what it was.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
What about the bees?
I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Yeah, he raised bees.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Yeah, he becomes a beekeeper. I read the book. I had to read it for school. It was pretty good. Whoa!
Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
Okay. Should we call it, or should we go for this one? I don't even know how many more there are. Let's see. No. Come on. One, two, three. There's three more. Finally found the courage to write you a letter. I could scarcely find the words expressing my gratitude. I'm the terrible Eve. I believe my life was ruined. At the same time, I realized there to be one person in the world I truly loved. Name of we both know. He is Captain Jack. Love has been given me the true listen to. Nice. Okay, main menu. Yes. Okay. We should probably go on a raid. Let's do a heckin' raid. Who should we raid? No one else is playing this. And none of my friends are streaming right now. Well, okay then. Thank you all for coming. I don't know if I'll be back later. I might be practicing playing Overwatch. I will see you all either later or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Bye everyone.